Yeah, so my name is Stephen Harrington. I'm an artist and designer, both living and working in Los Angeles, California. First of all, I'm just really honored to be showing my work at the Amore Pacific Museum of Art, and I've just loved the sensibilities of curation here within Seoul. This exhibition has been years in the making, and I'm just really excited to share the results. So back in 2015, I just kind of wanted to develop a character that wasn't human. I wanted to create something that almost anybody could relate to, regardless of age or your gender or your ethnicity. We kind of have this character that could kind of hopefully speak to anyone around the world. I think I just naturally started with putting pencil onto paper and kind of letting my hand kind of move faster than my mind, and he just kind of came out. I liked that there kind of wasn't really much of a mouth and that the expression kind of had to depend on his body language. It sounds kind of silly, but he's almost self-aware. He kind of knows when he's appearing. He knows when he's being seen. He knows when he's kind of jumping out of the frame and into our world. I think there's a really interesting play that kind of happens between the art on the wall and then the subject jumping out of the art and into the world that we exist within. The character was kind of first developed when a friend visited Los Angeles for the first time. He was just really surprised by the fact that the palm trees were everywhere. And in a way, I had kind of realized that I had stopped seeing them around me. Being born and raised in Los Angeles, I had kind of stopped seeing this like Southern California icon. And so I kind of started exploring initially the character as just a way of paying attention to the things around me and not forgetting to kind of open my eyes. And then over time, it just became this interesting character that kind of took on a new life. A Moment of Truth is the largest painting within the show. In the piece, we see these kind of central figures kind of interacting with nature, and it's kind of almost that silly symphonies moment where the cartoon barnyard catches on fire, and we see this kind of moment of despair. And it's really about just kind of what we're dealing with right now environmentally. It's kind of about kind of taking my language that hopefully is approachable and using it to draw the viewer in to speak about things that I think are important. So within this larger sculpture behind me, we kind of see Mello appearing out of this almost like space portal on the ground. So the idea is that he's kind of almost appearing within this space where he's showing himself, but he's also kind of in this moment of being in between, but kind of presenting himself to the viewer, but also being self-aware. Is he moving into the space, or is he moving into the act of creation? As far as specific projects or brand collaborations that kind of stick out, probably one of like my past favorites would be my collaboration with Nike Sportswear on my Air Force One footwear model. We created an Earth Day capsule collection of footwear where we included recycled leather onto the products themselves. And so through that project, I developed a series of characters specific for that project. And we kind of see these various characters kind of interacting with iconography that we kind of associate with sustainability. Yeah, I wouldn't say that there's necessarily a particular highlight that I would like to point out to the visitors. I think overall, just really self-aware and tried to be considerate of the fact that maybe a large majority of the audience wouldn't be familiar with my work already. So with that in mind, I wanted to create an experience where you enter into that initial space and you're first familiarized with my most current up-to-date paintings and works and kind of where I'm at now. Then you're kind of brought into the second room that's more about exploring my past and kind of the act and the creative process of painting and drawing. And as you move through the exhibition, it's really about bringing the viewer into that creative process, that really intuitive and vulnerable process of making art in hopes to kind of create this natural connection with both myself and the viewer.